Hola amigos y amigas, I am Leila, also known as Miss Bohemia, and as you can see, I have just come out of a wash day. I have pre-pooed, shampooed, protein treated my hair, deep conditioned, hair masked, and now I am ready to tackle Mixed Chicks. I'm holding the daily hairdress and the leave-in conditioner, both my Mixed Chicks, and I'm torn. I have recently said that it's best to test out one new product at a time. The error I've made in other videos by testing out a number of products that I haven't tried on my hair all in one go is that if something isn't working, then how do I know which one of those products is causing an issue? So I am so torn. I don't know which one to try. Ideally, I would have wanted to try them as my leave-in and cream for my lock method. Well, first of all, I don't know which one would be well, this is called the leave-in, but some say that it's heavier than this, in which case it would be the cream. So before I muddy my mind too much, I'm going to go with the leave-in conditioner because it's the most OG product of Mixed Chicks. So today we're dealing with the Mixed Chicks leave-in conditioner, the official announcement. Now what could happen in this video with the leave-in conditioner is this. I'm going to use it as my leave-in in my lock method. If you've watched any of my other videos, you'll see that I follow the lock method to properly seal moisture into my very high porosity hair. So the lock method, LOC, that means that I go in with a liquid or leave-in first. I follow that up with an oil and I finish it off with a cream. The leave-in goes first. So that's what I'm gonna do now. However, what I could foresee happening is if I'm not taking too well to this, maybe I'll decide to give it another chance and then use it as a cream in the combo. So today I'm gonna use this as a leave-in, follow it up with my oil, and then use one of my trusted TGIN daily moisturizers as my cream. Last time I tried this must have been, I don't know, early 2000s, 90s. Were they around then? Because I really feel like I had tried this. It was this kind of bottle. I just never really paid attention in my younger years to the names of products, and I feel like the bottle was bigger. Since then, I haven't tried it, so it would be my first time. I think I may have taken too much. It has a very just creamy scent. You know, like Nivea has a cream scent. Like, how do you describe Nivea? This has a cream scent. It has a very creamy color. I'd have to read the ingredients. I wonder if they put fragrance because I don't feel like it would need it. It feels very moisturizing. A lot of people describe it as thick and heavy. I don't feel that way because I'm used to thick and heavy creams, and so it doesn't have like this overly thick creaminess to it. It actually is exciting and it feels very oil laden. I haven't read the ingredients, so I'll have to read it later and see. It feels amazing on the hands. It has great slip. I'm gonna flip over because I can apply it way better that way. I need some more. You know, it feels like I went in with a lot, but my hair actually soaks this stuff up. I normally go in with way more with TGI Natural and I do great, so let's see. I'm actually excited. I don't tend to do really well with leave-ins and whatnot from other brands that aren't TGI Natural, but this is giving me hope. It's really well saturated. Hear it? I mean, I mainly scrunch, not because I really think it's gonna make my hair curlier, mainly just to test and see if I hear that little sound around my hair and test and see how well saturated my strands are. Are they equally saturated? More than anything, that's why I scrunch. And so going by that, I feel like I need a little more on the hair and the back of my head just to even it out. And especially that's where I tend to be dry, so I don't want to neglect it. I really can't tell right now how it's feeling on the hair. It feels maybe, I don't know. I really don't know. But I'm happy to note that it doesn't feel as heavy as I thought it could feel, because a lot of people also use it as a one and done and they use it as a styler. And I don't like having leave-ins and creams that can double as a styler. I don't want my leave-ins and creams to have that styler function. So if it doesn't in fact have that, I'll be happier. So now that this is all in, I'm going to go ahead and finish up with my moisturizing, adding the oil, adding the cream. I am going to go ahead and style with the Mixed Chicks Coil Kink and Curl Styling Cream. I have a whole separate video on that, and you will see why I love it so much. So because this is already a product I know does great with my hair, then I am going to go in with it, trying to at least stick to the Mixed Chicks line as much as I can. And in case you're wondering why I use the lock method and why I have the routine that I do, I have a whole other video on that you can watch. And let's see how this turns out. Oh my god. Wow. I don't even know what to say. I am so happily surprised. First of all, the styling is all mixed chicks. If you watch any of my videos, this just has me shooketh. I am blown away. I am floored. I love how this performs. However, I was concerned as to how I would feel with any tweaks to my moisture base, because time and time again, anytime I use leave-ins and creams that aren't from the TGIN line, I haven't had the best wash day as far as how my hair feels. And honestly, right now, my hair is not skipping a beat. I am seriously floored by this. I was at a loss for words when I had it in my hands, because a lot of people keep saying it's really thick, it's really creamy, and it doesn't feel super thick or super creamy. It's just that right consistency that I want my leave-ins in. I like my creams to be a little thicker because I use them as a cream and I want it at the cream stage of my lock method. And I don't look for my leave-ins to be particularly that thick, but I also don't like them being very thin. A lot of people, for example, rave about the Alikay Naturals Lemongrass Leave-In Conditioner. I did not do well with that. It was too thin for me. Even their Dulce leave-in, which they call the cream for Alikay Naturals, has the consistency of a leave-in for me, but it's still not enough. And this isn't light like that either. So it's not thick like a cream. It's not light like the lighter ones. I think the consistency so far, how I'm experiencing it on my wash day, is perfection. I am super happy with it. And the word that I was grasping for when I said that this isn't thick, it's not creamy, was rich. It's rich. I could feel just the goodness in it, and I was hoping that I was right. I haven't used the styler in a while, so I went in with a little too much of my TGIN cream. I think I already went in with a little too much of this. I went in with a little too much of my styler. And even then, my hair has soaked it all in. I'm curious to see how my refresh days are gonna feel. If it feels off at all, it's because I put in a lot on my wash. When I refresh, I wet my hair with my water aloe mix, and then I go in with some cream, oil, and diffuse. So technically my cream is TGIN. I won't be going back in with the leave-in because I'm using it as a leave-in. So it's just a matter of seeing how long I can stretch this out for, how my hair feels. But even then, the burden of how my hair feels wouldn't fall on the Mixed Chicks leave-in. Oh, I'm forgetting to mention so many things, and I was about to cut the video off. No. First, let me turn around, and then I'll elaborate. Do you see? I feel like I have not had my hair, especially in the back, this curly in a long time. I mean, even of late with products that I love. And the combination of this leave-in with the Mixed Chicks styler, yes, I do great with TGIN, but these are the new elements of late in my wash day, right? When I put this on, I didn't have a mirror, and then I finished off in front of the mirror, and when I was in front of the mirror, it stood out to me how well my curls were clumping. They had separated into very definite, defined, concise, if I can say that about hair, curl clumps. Adding that extra layer of moisture with the cream and the oil helped, and the same thing with this. At one point, I felt concerned as I was diffusing. Is my hair going to look very wiry? Is this even going to look sane? And honestly, anything that feels off right now is just a matter of, I mean, I did the minimal separating of curls and fluffing and wanted to hop back in front of the camera, but I just feel like as the day progresses, I mean, I tend to play with my curls a lot, so I just organically just go and separate and fluff it out and help it just be thinner curl clumps. But look at this, the resilience of the curl, the boing, the springing back element, and even up here, it is so happy. And even back here, I'm super happy with this. I don't feel like I need to come back for like an end review because this is what went in on wash day. Beyond that, it's whatever extra I used to refresh. This has been a total win. What's your experience with it? Do you lock method with it on the off chance that you do, or LCO, and where in the equation do you use it? And even if you don't, how's it working for you? Have you one and done it? I know mad curls have one and done this a few times. I'm not a one and done chick. My hair would need way more. This would not be enough for a one and done. But again, I'm just not into one and dones because I'm very OCD about my routine and the health of my hair, given my history of damage. So I'm curious to know what your experience is. What's your porosity? What are your hair needs? How did you deal with this? And any tips, let me know. If you like what you see, please like, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell. Any of it, none of it, doesn't matter. I just have to say it in case it helps the algorithm. So thank you. Stay tuned for more. Ciao for now.